Hey, what's up? My name is Dylan. Welcome to my video. Today, I will be reviewing and benchmarking this beautiful custom gaming PC that I built for a customer. Before I get to some juicy content, I just want to let you guys know if you want to get notified every single time I post, you can go like my Facebook page. If you'd rather watch this content on YouTube, I also have a YouTube channel, so I will link that in the description or whatever it is on Facebook. So you can go check that out and subscribe on there. Before I move on to the benchmarks and everything, I just wanted to go over the hardware that I have in this custom PC that I made for a customer. Also, if you're interested in a custom gaming PC made by myself, then you can go message me through my Facebook page. So for this build, I put in the Ryzen 3600, water cooled by a Cooler Master 240mm AIO on the X5 or the MSI X570 Gaming Plus motherboard, and we have 16 gigabytes, 3200 megahertz of the Crucial Ballistics RAM. And for our GPU, the Radeon RX 5700. I also have a 512 gigabyte M.2 NVMe 3rd gen, that was a lot of words, SSD in there, so it's made by Silicon Power. Also a 1 terabyte mechanical hard drive made by Western Digital, and it's all powered by a 650 watt power supply, fully modular. And as you can see, we got some custom cables in there, red and black to go with the theme, obviously red and black theme. And although this is a T-virus in here, so if you've ever seen the movie Resident Evil, or my customer wanted this in here, so it's a T-virus. I will show that up close a little later in the video when I get some internal shots in there. It's a little bright, as you can tell. And if you can hear that noise, that's actually the build, the case, or I mean the fans. It has a lot of fans, so it is a little bit loud. I mean, louder than any custom PC I've made before. And I think it's just because it has so many freaking fans. It has 6 fans in there, all spinning pretty fast, plus the GPU. So that's the hardware. I'm gonna move on. I just wanted to show some shots of the hardware real quick. So here's the custom cables, the red and black ballistics RAM, the Cooler Master AIO, and all the fans, and also the T-virus. It's pretty cool. So that's everything. And it is a white case. Looks pretty good if you ask me. So everyone, as you can see from my computer screen, I'm ready to rock and roll on some benchmarks. So I'm gonna do 3 benchmarks right now: Heaven, Superposition, and 3D Mark. I'm gonna start with the Heaven benchmark, just go down the line, Superposition, 3D, and I will get back to you guys after I've ran all of them. I will run each benchmark 3 times except for the 3D Mark because I don't have the paid version. So I'll run Heaven and Superposition 3 times to show you different qualities, what kind of FPS you'll get, stuff like that. So I'll get back to you after that. So first we'll look at the Heaven benchmarks. I have our average FPS, minimum FPS, and max FPS scaled all the way up to 400. So I ran it on medium, high, and ultra settings. On every benchmark, I ran it with ultra, the highest you can have for tessellation. So our medium FPS, or our medium quality, our average FPS is looking like around 170. For high, around 150. Ultra, around 120. Our mins are around 30, 25-ish for each of them. And our maxes for medium goes all the way up to about 395-ish. Then for our high settings, about 380, 370. And then for ultra, looking at about a little over 300. So that's our heaven benchmark. I'm gonna move on. So now for superposition, so the graph is a little different. It doesn't go all the way up to 400, as you can see down here. Our max right here is 150. So for superposition, our averages for medium were about 115, a little over 100. For high, around 70, 65, 70. Ultra, looking at an average of about 40. So looking pretty good, not too bad. Mins, as you can see, not too horrible. A little over 50s, 60s, 30s. Our maxes were getting close to 150, about 140 in the medium, a little under 100, and then around 40-ish. So that's superposition. Now I'll go on to the next one. So like I said before, Time Spy, you can't, or I only have the demo, so I can't run all the graphic settings. So it just runs 2 GPU tests and 1 CPU test, and it only gives me the averages because, again, I didn't pay for it. This is only the demo. So Time Spy, looking at an average FPS on the first GPU test of about a little over low 50s, 53, 54. GPU test 2, about 43. And our CPU test, which doesn't really matter for this because we aren't testing CPU right now, we're just testing the system as a whole. But if you wanted to see that, that's a little over 20, so about 22. Okay, so that's all for my benchmarks. Now I'm gonna move on to gameplay. So for games, we're gonna start with testing some Apex Legends. I have it on all the highest settings. So let's see how that goes. We're sitting pretty consistent at 60 frames per second. GPU usage is looking good. So GPU temperature is looking pretty good too. Sitting at about under 60 degrees Celsius. CPU, not very much usage, so that's good. Exactly what you want. So I'm pretty sure we're just gonna stay at a constant 60 FPS with all high settings. It had a triple VRM, so I'm really impressed with this. It's running really smooth. Alright, now I'm running some Rainbow, all on ultra high settings. Let's see how this goes. Already crazy FPS, but you know, see how it goes when we start the match. So we're playing some Rainbow Six Siege. I haven't played this game very much, so if I'm trash, I'm sorry. But so far, looking at pretty good FPS, over 200 consistently. Let's hope it stays that way, because that's awesome. Still looking at over 200 FPS, so this game plays easy. I just killed that dude. Okay, so now we're playing some Fortnite. I have the quality on Epic, everything on Epic. So let's see how we do with some gameplay. So far, saying at over 100 FPS. So let's see how we do when we drop. So we're sitting at over 100 FPS right now, easily. Everything's looking great. So this PC's a beast. So just to let you guys know, I do not play Fortnite, but this is lit. I'm getting really good FPS. It's looking good. I just killed someone, and I literally don't know how, I do not know how that happened, so that's dope. I just murked him hardcore. So I died. As you can tell, I'm not very good. So that was awesome. I mean, we got crazy FPS, temperatures 75. Already dropping, so not too bad. So to bring this video to an end, I'm just gonna throw up these 3 games average FPS. They all did pretty well, so I'm really satisfied with this PC. I can't wait to give it to my customer, and I hope you guys have a great day. Don't forget to like my page if you want to get notified every time I post these types of videos or new photos of builds that I'm doing. And also, my YouTube channel will be linked in the description, so please go subscribe to that as well. Bye guys, have a good day.